today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen to the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 13 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, here's Newton. Hard throw, incomplete. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 21 carries, 66 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
An update from Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is Harris. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Newton. Looking long for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Now Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles are able to extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Moss.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. A gain of 6 there on first. On play action, Allen. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Allen now on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Moss. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Newton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, Ebron with it over the middle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 31, Newton. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. From the red zone now, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Golden Eagles add 6 to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, Allen. He'll drop this underneath to Moss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second and very short, Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Allen on first and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and starting to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Allen again. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. From the 30 on second down, Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Zach Pascal, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Russell Gage, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. On
second down, here's Gibson again. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, Newton got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Gibson, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Golden Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a give running left with Moss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Right back to Moss. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Newton on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Short little throw to Ebron. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Newton's throw taken in by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Newton to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Golden Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's second and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Gibson on the read option. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles extend their lead yet again. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the...
Now Moss hit, and the football pops free. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Gibson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. 36 to Mike. Here we go.
Gibson again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game.